Divestors are bad moms. Divestors don't raise their magical mixed-race children, they worship them. There is a difference. Divestors teach their mixed kids that black people are subservient to mixed-race people, non-black people, and definitely white people. The divestor mom got called the N-word by a little white boy and didn't expect that. Her kids are in the background and she explains nothing to them about the incident.
Okay, we are at the Skyline Luge. I don't think it's just luge. There's a whole bunch of other things like ziplining, mountain biking, and all sorts of stuff. But while we were here in line, I overheard a kid use the derogatory N-word. I don't know. I didn't even know that was, you guys even knew that word here. Like literally right in front of me. I like looked him dead in the eye and he was like absolutely shocked that I overheard him say that. So, I don't know. It's just really disappointing to think that New Zealand, I had such high hopes for it being like a, I don't know, I guess you experience, I wouldn't say racism, but ignorance everywhere, which is so unfortunate. I was really hoping that with our travels, we would see a change in how people act, but apparently it's not. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of ruined my hopeful outlook on, and I know not everybody's like that, but I was really hoping that, like, New Zealand, I just was not expecting to hear somebody use that term here. I didn't even know you could see that word. I thought that was an American term, but yes. Too bad. Still enjoying our time here at the Sky Lounge. Sky Beach. We're ziplining. Cool. Hey guys. I've been kind of silent on here the last couple of days. After the post that I had made at our experience at the Skyline Luge. I don't even know like where to even begin. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who had kind comments and who said they were so sorry for that situation that had happened at the Skyline. And I also want to be very clear, I did not give context to the whole situation on what happened. I completely understand that. So I guess I'll explain exactly what happened so that we can all be on the same page, because we clearly are not. And honestly, it's a really simple story. I was waiting in line with my kids, my two kids, my husband, to go down the luge again, or down the hill on the luge. And this kid, I want to say he was in his late teens, so maybe 18, 19, 20, so old enough to know better and do better. Was sitting with a couple girls, and one of the girls he was with, her hands were starting to turn black from holding onto the handlebars to go down the luge, and he was laughing and saying, "Oh, you're turning into a," insert derogatory word here. As an American, first of all, a lot of people were using the claim that they're getting it from the American culture. I want to be very abundantly clear. Americans do not walk around saying words like that. Not the ER. They might, which even the A, adding the A at the end, as in like how they say it in rap music or on TV shows or whatever, which I don't even think they do that anymore. They do not use that term at all. Anyway, so when I think the girls had noticed I was standing next to him, and they were like telling him to stop talking, and he kept repeating it. Meanwhile, I was standing there staring at him like, are you serious right now? And eventually he made eye contact with me, and his mouth just dropped. He literally sat there like, and we sat and stared at each other like that for like a good 10 seconds. It was hilarious. Loved that for me, loved that for him. He was really embarrassed. I didn't say anything to him because I think him looking at me was enough. He clearly knew he was wrong for saying it. So a lot of people are saying that that's like a word of endearment to friends here, which if that's true, my God, especially the ER at the end. You will not find a single place, maybe in the hick towns where they are MAGA everywhere, they might be using that word, but that's not acceptable in America. It isn't. So for everyone that's sitting there saying, oh, it's the American culture that brought it up, are you talking about culture from 1910? Nobody uses that word nowadays. And if you want to use that word, which you shouldn't be using that word, use it with the A. Use it with the A, because when you use it with an ER, it is derogatory. It means hate. And coming from somebody like me, I have been through, which it doesn't even matter. Who cares? I have seen my fair share of racism directed to me. So for anyone saying, calm down, or what does it matter? You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what somebody has been through. So don't tell them to calm down. It is very triggering for me to hear somebody say that right in front of my face in a country that's supposedly supposed to be accepting of all races. So yeah. And to finish and round this all up, like I said, I've been through my fair share of hateful comments. And I'm not going to say he's racist, because he's not. He's an ignorant kid. And to me, ignorance is way worse than racism, because you are choosing not to learn. You're choosing not to know the meaning behind that word. Whereas a racist, he knows or she knows what the word means and they don't care. To me, ignorance is 100 times worse. Anyway, I'm not going to take one instance and wrap and sum up an entire country. That's not what it is. After hearing all the comments of people saying, oh yeah, that word's thrown around here like nothing, does that make me want to move here? Absolutely not. But I understand that he was an ignorant kid, and 99.9% of my experience here has been wonderful. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, all of New Zealand is racist, because no, they're not, or all of New Zealand is ignorant, because I totally get it. It's not. It was just one kid. But yeah, that's it on that. Next time you try to fix your lips to tell somebody to calm down, maybe you should think twice. Thank you.
So Tatiana just got pulled over. So
he was so nice.
He was extremely nice.
So nice. He was like a little grandpa.
Yeah, he like felt bad about it.
I know. He was like, I'm so sorry I have to do this.
Yeah.
In America, they just drag me out and beat me on the road.
110 and a 100.
Notice how she tried to downplay the little white boy's racism. Notice how she said when the little white girls had started turning black, the white boy said to the white girl, you are turning into a N-word with the hard ER. Yet, the divester tried to give the little white boy a pass, even though the little white boy was precise and specific. If the little white boy supposedly didn't know better, then why did he wait until the white girl's hand to turn black to call her the N-word? See, the divester doesn't think this way. Also, the divester's husband said absolutely nothing. So the divester and her husband are clearly teaching their kids that whites can do no wrong. The divester is teaching her kids that black is bad and white is good. Clearly her husband is gay, sitting on the passenger side. I wouldn't be surprised if her son grows up to be gay or really feminine. Here is another thing. The divester mom thinks she should do her mixed daughter's hair like natural-haired black women. The divester takes better care of her daughter's natural hair than her own coily hair, but I bring this up because clearly the divester cannot relate to her daughter. Her daughter has wavy, curly hair, so it's already oily. See how much product she used on her hair. Her daughter's hair is going to stink like rancid oil because you aren't supposed to put all that product on hair that's already oily. The divester doesn't understand this because that's how the divester takes care of her own weave. The divester thinks wearing a weave means she understands mixed people's hair. This is why divestors make terrible parents. The divester teaches her children that black is bad. The divester gives whites a pass for their racism in front of their mixed kids, and also the divester takes care of her weave better than her own natural hair, thus teaching her kids that black genes are bad. Now you see why mixed-race children with black moms grow up to hate black people? To sum it up, the divester teaches her children that white is good and black is bad, so the mixed child sees itself as half good and half bad. But the mixed-race child wants to be all the way good, which is why the mixed-race children of black women never date black women. They don't want to turn all the way bad like their mom. Divestors are bad moms.